to Turtle Time. Coming to you live off of the Sea Turtle's back, it's Turtle Time in the morning. Welcome to Turtle Time.
Hey everyone, it's me, Donnie, and with me today is Beth.
Hey! Oh, hang on, I gotta add.
Oh, gotta fix the window capture. I don't know what I'm doing. Yep. Wrong one. Like, there we go. And look, there's video. Oh, but we're above it.
Yay! Wow, you got my face covered up. It's fine.
Nah, it's cool. We're all good now. And the stream isn't tanking.
Did you just take the turtles away?
Yeah,
Why?
but look at
They're
this.
so cute. Oh, but your pupper.
This is Harley.
I kicked all of mine out because they were yelling.
No, Harley's like, he was sleeping in my lap.
I wish they would just fucking chill, but alas.
So, you're working on Sophia?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
So Sophia is actually mostly Kaz's character. He hath created. So we finished Casmodius Jones.
Yeah.
The zoologist. And now we just have Sophia Rosellis is her name.
So I thought she was
And
Dragonborn.
She is. Or, oh no, she's a tiefling. Fuck, I fucked it up.
Well, which is
Alright,
it?
she's a tiefling. She's
Okay.
a tiefling. I don't know why I said she was a dragon. Maybe I had a dream that she was a dragonborn.
So I learned something today in class.
Yeah.
Brian's
I hope so.
Brian's a liar.
Okay.
He tells me that he told all of my professors to fail me, at least the chemistry ones. That is not true.
No? Did he tell them to mostly fail you?
No, I asked Dr. Zoll, and he said he did not tell them that.
He was probably like, who the fuck is Brian?
No, well, he said he remembered.
Mm-hmm.
So, we shall see.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Beth, which sounds better, this one or this one?
You have to give me like a sentence.
Okay, which one sounds better? A or which one sounds better? B.
I think A.
Okay, now that's out of the way. So, tell me about Sophia.
So we're not quite finished with her yet. So far, we have that she is a tiefling fighter. She is born on August 3rd. She's 32 years old when she died. She has one green eye, one blue eyes, slitted like a reptile with small pupils. Skin color is lime green, hair is strawberry red. She's 6'1", biological sex, and no has PP.
AKA female?
Yeah. And then Marquise Sophia Rosellis. She doesn't have like a nickname or an alias or anything. So she grew up in squalor, but climbed her way tooth and nail into politics, where she befriended the correct people in order to gain higher status, eventually landing a position in the Royal Guard. And then through her hard work and dedication, she was gifted the title of Marquis. She learned how to do like everything kind of on her own. Taught herself to read. She enjoys reading and learning things by herself and observing people. After she entered the Royal Guard, she quickly learned to be a leader. Um, she became a lot stronger and like a better fighter. Yeah, I didn't finish reading much.
So,
Stronger.
for everyone who is not watching, this is our dead adventure for some secret journal entries.
Mm-hmm.
And so, exciting stuff. I, as well as you, got to miss the creation of Casmodius Jones, the zoologist.
We can talk about him if you want.
Sure.
Once Kaz gets here, because
Of
it
course.
is essentially about Kaz.
Yeah.
Accomplishments and achievements, we haven't got that far yet. Aside from the fact that she became like the marquee. Just because like she did so well.
Yeah.
Failures and embarrassments, I don't think we have a whole lot. Mental trauma, like aside from being abandoned as a child, like she just has a very independent streak.
So she's a strong, independent woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, well, I never asked. How was your day?
It was okay. My manager wasn't even there, so I couldn't even talk to her about
You couldn't even quit.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
I did talk to my trainer though, and I told her like, hey, if I'm sitting down a whole bunch, like it's not because I'm lazy. Like I just wanted to let you know that like I have a degenerative spine disease like thing, and so I'm not sitting because I'm like lazy or anything. Like I'm sitting because I have to. Like if I don't, then and she was like, well, there's always like stuff to do, and she like grabbed the list again, and I was like, no, I don't think you understand. Like I'll do those things. I just have to sit like in between them. Like I have to take breaks. Otherwise, I'll either hurt myself or pass out. And she was like, okay. So she didn't really bother me most of the day. But then again, she also had whiplash. So I think she kind of was just like dealing with her own shit.
What, was she in a car accident or something?
Mm-mm. She went sledding with her family and like fell. And like the way she landed, she like hit her head and gave herself whiplash.
That's kind of hilarious.
I mean, Patrick, we thought he definitely bruised his tailbone. He thought he broke it, and he thought he also had a concussion. He was drunk though when he did it.
I probably bruised my tailbone when I was snowboarding for the first and only time because I didn't know how to stop properly. And so one time I almost like ran into a small Korean child. And so it was either end the child's life or throw myself backwards so I didn't kill her.
Yeah.
I chose the latter.
Darn.
I'm a good person.
Yeah, not out here killing Korean babies.
Yeah. So that was a fun time. Someone stole my gloves.
Wow, what a dick.
Yeah, I set them down for like a minute to like go pee or something, and immediately just fucking stolen.
What a dick.
I know, right? The Korean security guard was rather nice about it. He gave me a mixed match of gloves from the Lost and Found.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because they wouldn't let you on the slope without gloves and goggles. So. Yep, that was my experience snowboarding.
Um,
Yeah.
okay, so she strongly believes it says morality and philosophy. Oh, how was your day though?
Pretty good. I got up at 7. Went to class at 8. I didn't sleep all last night, but that's becoming more and more common.
Yeah, me either.
Um, let's see, I had forensic chemistry first, and then I had inorganic chemistry. So,
Gotcha.
uh,
What did you learn? Did you learn things?
well, so in forensic, we're just kind of doing a review of statistics. I did choose what I'm going to be measuring for that this semester, which is PM 2.5, which is particulate matter in the air. And so I'm going to be measuring that throughout the semester as a control chart. And so
Okay.
it
Did you
just
ever finish learning all of the chemical, the
elements,
periodic
yes.
table?
I know all the ones I need to
All right, lay 'em on me. What are they?
know. Okay. Do you want them in any particular order?
Nope. However you're supposed to
Okay.
know them.
So, well, I need to be able to place the symbols on the periodic table. So anyone who's
But you
watching,
don't know them.
no, I do. Um, so it goes helium. So I'm going to do the noble gases real quick. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Okay?
Okay.
And then the column next to it, it goes fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, acetine. Acetine, sorry. Um, okay, now that's the right two columns. In the left two columns, on the far end, it goes hydrogen, uh, lithium, sodium, potassium, uh, rubidium, caesium, francium. Second
Okay.
column is um, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium.
Okay.
You with me so far?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
So then there's these two above the F block, scandium and yttrium, going across the top of um, the transition metals. So you have scandium, then you have titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc.
Okay.
So below copper, it goes silver, then gold. Left of this is how I learned it, by the way, just these
That's okay.
relationships. So left of gold is platinum. Above platinum is palladium. To the right of gold is mercury. Above mercury is cadmium.
Okay.
Okay. To the left of palladium is rhodium. And then left of that is ruthenium. Left of that is technetium. Left of that is molybdenum. It's weird. Molybdenum. Molybdenum. Or something like that. Anyways, next to that is niobium. Okay. Below niobium is hafnium. To the right of that is tungsten. Then you have I believe it's osmium, iridium, no, rhenium, osmium, iridium. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when you hit gold and then mercury again. Okay. So number 5 on the periodic table, which is right of beryllium and a little bit left of fluorine, goes boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. Right? Then it goes under that, it's aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur. Right? Then you have gallium, germanium, arsenic, and selenium. Right?
Okay.
Then underneath that, it goes indium, tin, antimony, and tellurium. And then finally, the very bottom, you have thallium, lead, polonium, and polonium, and then there's one more, which is I'm one element short. Thallium, lead, polonium, and I'm missing one. Oh, sorry, Andrew. Tellurium, polonium, to the right of that. Okay, I'm one short.
Where do you think you missed it?
It's to the right of polonium. So I go periodic table. Oh, I forgot bismuth is left of fucking polonium.
Mm-hmm. So you got the important ones.
I got all except bismuth, and I misplaced polonium, and one left.
Proud of you.
I'm surprised you like kept with me through that.
Yeah, no, I was listening to you.
Yeah, well, I meant like you weren't like, okay, that's enough, stop. But yeah, that's my quiz for next week.
Nice.
Yeah, I have to be able to place all the symbols on a blank periodic table.
That's a lot.
Well, clearly I know practically all
Yeah.
of the ones I need to know.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, visualizing a periodic table, like, mentally, sucks.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. Isn't that right, Harley? He's in my lap under a blanket. He's just fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to go get Kaiser to show him off. I remember where he bit me?
Yeah.
That left a scar. Like,
Really?
yeah, straight up, there's a scar on my finger.
Nice.
Yeah,
I have a small scar, like, on this finger from where I cut it with an apple core.
oh wow. Wait, how do you cut it? Like the actual core of an apple, or the thing used to
No,
cut it?
no, the little sharp stabby
Okay.
thing that you use to cut the center out. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, how the fuck do you cut yourself with an apple?
With an apple core, because
So, but yeah, I go like I got war stories, you know. Like I fought a vicious creature left
yeah.
left me with this scar. Like
It
what
looks very. It's a
what?
tiny vicious creature.
Yeah, no, fucking Kaiser. The fact he can leave a scar on both Patty and I by biting us. is crazy. Like Patty, it makes sense. He took like a chunk out of her, but like he just straight up bit me and fucking didn't heal all the way. Meanwhile, this dog is fucking harmless. Like Kaiser, if he could, he would probably kill a man. Harley, if he could, he would just fucking lick people.
He's just having a good time.
Apparently.
I'm trying to find a good vibe. Not. There is a Twitch just chatting channel.
Do you want to
Maybe.
switch to that?
No, I got it. Like I got the music is what it's the album that it's in.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What language does Tiefling speak? It's primary, right?
I thought it was demonic.
Sure. Whatever. Well, she wouldn't speak whatever Tieflings know because she didn't have Tiefling parents.
True.
So just common.
I don't know. Who was she raised by?
We'll say Elvish.
Okay, well that answers that.
And like she knows conversational to be able to like interact with people that they've had to interact with. So
Yeah.
Common, Elvish.
Maybe some Dwarven.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so tell me some more about this adventure. How did she die?
I think she's gonna die in a rock slide.
Ah. Kind of a shit way to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she's got all these commendations and honors.
Mm-hmm.
And just like, nah, nature gets you. See, that's why I want to go out in a blaze of glory. I want people to be like, damn, what a way to go. Not, ah, man, what a way to go. I want something people can tell stories about. Like that lady who got her head kicked off from someone on a roller coaster. Or, no, it was a guy who got his head kicked off by a lady on a roller coaster.
We know someone who knows someone who got like their foot like shattered because they jumped out of an airplane behind someone who got towed. So when you jump out of a military airplane, there's a chance that your static line, which is like the thing that is connecting your parachute to the plane,
Yeah.
won't come completely unhooked, and like you're essentially left like still connected to the airplane. And if that happens, then you have what's called a towed jumper. And so there's two things they can do. They can either like cut your static line and then your reserve parachute goes, or if you're knocked out, they try to pull you back into the airplane. Unless they can't, then they just cut you and your other chute goes. But if you're unconscious, they try to pull you in because it's if you land while you're unconscious, you're gonna break more stuff. The chances are much higher.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this girl jumped and her static line caught, and they didn't realize that she was towed. And then the guy who jumped out after her essentially kicked her in the head and shattered his foot and like fucking smashed her skull in. And so her dead body was just like flapping up alongside the airplane. And he like fucked up his foot. Like I think they essentially like let him get out of the army. Not to mention that was probably a super fucking traumatic experience.
We shouldn't be laughing at this.
Yeah, it happened I think a couple years ago.
But no, there's someone. So you know all those signs are like, oh, if you drop something off a roller coaster, it's gone. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Someone like I don't know, lost their hat or some bullshit, and so they climbed over several fences.
Yeah.
All telling him, hey, don't do this.
Yeah.
And he got whatever as like the roller coaster was passing by. It was one of those hanging ones.
Yeah, where your feet
And this woman's like foot connected with his skull and literally detached his head.
I mean, this shit goes fast.
Yeah, it shattered her foot.
Yeah, I can imagine. Skulls are fucking hard.
But yeah, just fucking that's what I was like, what a fucking way to go. Just fucking launching someone's head into oblivion, or getting your head launched to oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, shouldn't have climbed the fences. You know?
Really though, like especially when they say like, "Do not fucking cross this."
Yeah. Or it's like, don't stop on railroad tracks. Like,
Duh.
like the amount of work it takes to willfully ignore shit like this is staggering.
Yeah.
Like, I also find it like crazy how many people quote unquote accidentally shoot themselves at home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how much work it takes to accidentally shoot yourself?
I mean, I know somebody who accidentally killed his friend. Or used to know someone.
Killing someone else is actually easier than shooting yourself accidentally. You know? Because, like, so not only would the gun have to be loaded, but a lot of guns have safeties. So the gun would have to be loaded, the safety off, the gun cocked.
Unless you have a Glock. Glocks don't have an external
I
safety.
I have a Glock. I'm aware.
Okay, well,
But
there you go.
the gun still has to be cocked.
They're stupid.
Huh?
It's fine. Sorry, go ahead. Nothing
Oh no,
further.
I like my Glock. But the only way to like truly destroy a Glock is to burn it. But like you can.
Again, I think it's stupid.
Anyways, so you have to have, if it has a safety, have the safety off, have it cocked, and then you have to point it at yourself. Then you have to somehow pull the trigger.
You drop it.
Most guns, dropping it won't set it off.
Like, Plexico Burris shot himself in the foot in a nightclub.
Most guns. Usually,
he like put it in his pants and it went off. Like, and he shot himself in the foot.
did he have the trigger shaved?
I don't fucking know.
Because
from Virginia.
hair triggers can go off pretty easily.
No fucking clue.
But yeah, Glocks especially, they do technically have a safety measure. So the trigger has two parts. So it has like the bulk of the trigger, and then it has like a smaller part in the middle. And so if you push on the side, the trigger won't move. You have to press on the center of the trigger in order for it to pull.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the most of the safety mechanism it has. It's like specifically designed so like it's not likely to go off if you drop it. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, the gun that we had, I don't remember what it was. It was a 9mm though, I think.
Yeah, so is mine.
But I'm not like I don't mind guns, and I don't mind like going to the range. Like Patrick's taking me on a date to the range before. And it's not so much that I'm afraid of guns, it's more that because of my anxiety, like the sound freaks me out. So I don't like inside ranges. I prefer if we're gonna go to a range, I would like it to be outside. Like the 2 inside ranges that I've been to, I'm like, eh.
So keep on. I'm in Texas, so most ranges are outside.
Yeah. Well, both of the places that I lived when I was able to shoot a gun were in the middle of like heavily populated cities. So but like Patrick is an excellent shot. He like maxes almost everything that he like calls for, so
I used to be a decent shot with a handgun, but I don't go shooting nearly as often as I could. And so I'm super rusty.
Yeah.
When I was working at the police, they actually took us to a shooting range. And shooting in the style I was taught, you know, like you square your stance and all that, I was doing really well. But then when one of them tried to transition me to basically the style police are technically taught to do, which is like your feet are like shoulder width apart and like in line with each other, not like squared.
Knees slightly bent, your shoulders up.
Like, yeah, just like.
It's so uncomfortable.
Well, I just don't get it. It's not that stable either.
No, I don't
like fucking the normal like the shooting stance I learned and what most people use is so much more practical. And especially since you don't want to fucking stand still. You know? I don't know. But like when they tried to transition me that I'm like this is horrible. My shot got so much worse.
Yeah.
I also got to shoot an MP5. Oh my god.
Patrick said that he got to shoot a 50 cal and it was like the biggest army boner that he's ever had in his life.
Oh, I can imagine. I've been in a tank before and that was But the MP5 was probably the biggest like gun boner I've had because it's so fucking smooth. SMGs are fucking beautiful. Honestly, long barrels in general, I love.
Yeah, I think I honestly, I don't know. I prefer rifles if they're smaller calibers. Otherwise, it's a handgun. I really wanted like a Walther PK380 because it comes in like a teal color. But the only time we found it, I didn't have my license yet, and it was at like a gun show, and so I didn't want to get it and it just like sit in my home without me having a license for it. So I just stared at it long enough.
I meant to get a CHL, but the pandemic happened. And I was like, it's not worth going out just for that. You know. But I like my Glock. It's nice. You know, they're super durable too and reliable. Oh, fucking so have you ever shot a fully automatic weapon?
Mm-mm.
The MP5 I shot, had like single fire automatic. But my boss thought it would be funny to have me shoot off a few rounds on automatic. Fucking the shots went like center, like basically like continuously got more spread out. So going up and to the right. So like center, like up some to the right, even further, no longer on the body, and then like the last shot wasn't even on the paper,
Yeah.
and he was just fucking laughing his ass off. I'm like, it was fun, don't get me wrong, but like single fire SMGs are fucking beautiful
Mm-hmm.
because they're just so smooth, like silk.
Silky pew pew.
Yeah, semi-automatic silk. See,
Okay.
I want to
He's
teach Patty
done.
how to shoot.
You should, if nothing else, at least for like safety reasons, you know.
Yeah, well, I've kind of shown her how to like hold a gun, and basically, like, hey, if some, oh, hey, Colin, uh, here, he has to mute the stream, but he's in chat.
Cool. Yeah.
So obviously she hasn't shot it before, but I just told her it's loaded.
Mm-hmm.
You pull back on the slide, you point, you pull the trigger, like in case of emergencies. She also has a taser, and we have a security bat, which is just a baseball bat.
Yeah.
But neither of us play baseball, and so it's a
Yeah.
security bat.
So it's a security bed. Yeah, we had a gun, but getting it over here is a pain in the dick, and all
Oh
the
yeah,
rules and shit to have it here and to keep it is just stupid. So
yeah. Europe, it's notoriously hard to have a gun. So yeah, I get it. I don't know. I think I find it fun. It just ammunition's a little expensive. Like if you go shooting often, and then it just pandemic, so I don't really feel like going out. Maybe after we graduate college and the pandemic's over, uh, I'll try to go shooting more often.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. My dad actually has a hunting rifle now, which I mean he's had it for a while, but he's pretty happy with it. And he's got a couple different handguns and a revolver, which I know is a handgun, but you know what I mean. He has a couple pistols, and then he got my grandfather's revolver.
Yeah, my dad has a bunch of guns, but he lives in like upstate New York, so it's
Uh,
almost expected. They also have a compound bow, I think.
my dad has my old bow as well as a crossbow he doesn't know how to shoot, and so um, it's really funny. The revolver it has quite the kick to it. I forget the caliber. It might be a 45, but my dad's like he asked my opinion like, hey, which one do you think I should carry? The revolver or like he has a SIG or something, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it depends. What are you worried about? Meth heads or bears? You know?
Right. Are you trying to shoot the person in your front door or the person robbing this house 3 doors down? Like,
Well, he has to drive around inspecting towers for work, and like some of them are just in the middle of fucking nowhere.
yeah.
And so I'm like, well, if you're worried more about meth heads, which personally I would be more worried about meth heads, considering
Mm-hmm.
where you're at, I would carry the SIG. Because while most people, you just gotta put a single bullet in them, and it'll be like, ah, shit, I'm done, I'm outie, uh, either out of life or fucking just out of there. But
Yeah.
but bear, fucking, you're gonna want the revolver.
Okay, so that's her done.
Awesome.
So now,
Why is there two Ethels?
hmm?
Ethel Spindlebush? There's two of them.
Yeah, I know,
Okay.
because I made her twice by accident. Only one of them, actually. So this one, I think, is the one that has the actual... yeah, I don't think there's anything actually written about her, other than she's biological parent.
Okay. So, what do you want to work on next?
Good question.
Awesome.
Did you want to go over Casmodius Jones?
Yes, please. I saw the art for it.
So this is Casmodius Jones. There's a couple things I gotta fix in here. But this is Casmodius Jones. Dr. Casmodius Jazzle Dazzle Bond Jones, aka India Jones.
God, that Cat said he came up with that.
Yeah, he did.
That's so clever. Like, it shouldn't be hard to think of,
Yeah.
but like, I'm so impressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So general physical condition he is lactose intolerant, weak knees and ankles, and of average build. Body features: in his youth, he had abnormally thick ankles from his time as the #1 hacky sacker in the world. Both of his hands are left facing with webbing between his pointer finger and left thumb. Because he was trying to draw with socks on his hands the other day.
Yeah.
And it was really hard. And so we made it into a haha.
Okay.
Facial features: extremely chiseled cheekbones and a curved mustache. Identifying characteristics: sage leaf tattoo on the inside of his right arm and an arrow behind his ear. Physical quirks: severe dab twitch. Special abilities: wooing anyone he chooses, befriends almost anyone, and is an exceptional pole dancer from his days in the Bard College.
So, I know this is supposed to be Kaz, but wooing anyone?
Just wait. Just apparel and accessories: he wears a puffy white shirt and a blue doublet with purple pants and brown buckskin boots. He has many pouches on his belt. Specialized equipment: he has a specialized harness that he keeps for when his traveling companions are large enough to carry him, because he's a halfling.
Yeah.
Which is not actually in here anywhere. Alignment is chaotic good. He's 27. Date of his birth is 15th of January. Circumstances of his birth: he was expected and healthy. Circumstances of his death: he choked on sand. Biological sex: PP. Sexuality is fluid. Gender identity: rockin' the PP. Eyes yellow, hair thick, dark brown with strand of silver down the right side. Skin tone is dusty brown. 3'6". Personal history: as a child, he took a while longer to crawl, but loved to swim and eat sand. Education: his education was very basic until he showed an interest in animals and history. He then attended Bard College until he dropped out to focus on zoology. He apprenticed wherever he could, always hungry for sand and knowledge. Accomplishments: he grew to be respected, although eclectic historian who was known in many academic circles, and sang very loudly when intoxicated, and complained about the musical education system. Failures and embarrassments: you like this one? He took a brief interest in the Church of Draharic, but was denied entry. This only fueled his desire for knowledge, but he prevailed and hoped to one day gain entry.
Why doesn't it say 8? He only got 8 points on the exam.
Can change it to say that. Mental trauma: he had once a nagging travel partner whom annoyed him so deeply he pushed her off a mountain. He felt kind of bad about it, but only for a little while. That bitch deserved it.
Wow.
Yeah. Intellectual characteristics: charming, brave, boisterous, and apathetic. Taboos: put the romance in necromancy.
Oh my god.
Quotes and catchphrases: it's vibe time, bonsoir, dab, but my weak ankles. Ah, my fucking knee. He knows Elvish, Halfling, Fithari, and Dwarvish. Personality characteristics: he wants a museum and a zoo that displays all the species he loves and has discovered. Likes and dislikes. He likes cream cheese, thick thighs, assless jeans, and math rocks. Dislikes music education system, velvet, common the language, and also common the things. Vices and personality flaws. He likes big booty bitches and craves all forms of attention. When he's annoyed, he scratches the underside of his fingers. And for hygiene, he tries to be clean, but sometimes likes the corn chip smell. Contacts and relations. The Craftsman's Guild. Religious views are whatevs. Social aptitude, very charismatic and confident, but has extreme social anxiety. Mannerisms, he gesticulates a lot when he is not in a professional setting. Hobbies and pets, he raised an orphan hippocampi. And speech, he has an accent that originates from an island where it always rains and people say bin and chips, and he swears a lot. And then wealth and financial state, he rich AF.
So, question.
Answer.
Why is he dead? Like, you say he choked on sand.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's supposed to be dead. Because he's the zoologist that, like, he
Yeah.
discovered hippocampes and some other stuff.
But, like, I don't think he's supposed to be dead.
Is he not supposed to be dead?
I mean, he can be alive. I guess that's fine.
Supposed to be dead.
I mean, he can be dead. That's fine. I don't think it matters. But,
Doesn't have to be dead.
it doesn't matter. Because we're just gonna write journal entries, like, by him. Like, you know, zoological, shit. And so, he, words. He can be alive or dead.
Yeah.
The adventurer is assumed to be dead. Because, like,
The adventurer is definitely dead.
Yeah.
Alright, World Anvil's being fucking weird.
Is it World Anvil or your internet?
It shouldn't be my internet because I'm still talking to you, so.
That
Hello,
makes
Puma.
sense. Hey, Puma. My internet's being a little fucky, apparently. Not that bad, but
No, I don't. Okay, I wonder if it's. I think it's just World Anvil because.
Yeah.
Like all my other. Everything else is fine.
Yeah, well, it says I've had skipped frames, but when I monitor the frame drop thing in my little taskbar, it says 0, so.
Yeah, see? Like this website was fine.
Huh.
So I
Interesting.
think it's just World Anvil being fucky.
Well, that sucks.
Wow, that's lame. Okay, well, fuck us, I guess.
How are you, Puma, by the way? You miss me reciting all the elements.
Yeah, that was
Except
pretty.
except for bismuth. Fucking bismuth. First it was strontium, now it's bismuth, and I'm like, bitch. Like I always get like all but like 1, and it's annoying. He's full of chicken.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Okay.
Alright, well, I guess I'll pull up a map then.
I'll just kind of. Yep.
We got an update of Everbur. I'll do it in a minute.
Oh, I updated mine earlier.
Your
Discord. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh no, I'm talking about Discord.
So, Puma, how much chicken did you eat exactly to be full of chicken?
A bunch.
Apparently. Alright, so let me change this up. Map making.
Sad Beth noises. Yeah, basically.
And then changing writing. Digital art. Update 10 wings.
That's not too bad.
Overlay. Assets are from whatever. So why did you have so many wings? Were they that good? I'm not really a wings fan, honestly. Like, I don't like barbecue sauce in pretty much any form, and so like wing sauce in a lot of places are similar enough. I just like eh. I know you require sustenance. Don't even start with me, Puma.
Trying to get those calories.
Yeah, calories have been my enemy. You got a new fantasy book? What book? Or is it the kind of fantasy you don't want to share?
Tell me about that erotica if you got it.
Is it
Don't judge.
Fedari based?
Is it Tusklo?
The Way of
The
Kings.
West Kings.
Oh wait, Kings. So, is it about kings having their way with each other?
Is it? I read a lot of like paranormal fantasy, so like werewolves, vampires, that kind of stuff. Not Twilight. Good
But
books.
it has both.
I said good books. Just know while I eat my chocolate, you're gonna hear all the crinkly crinklies.
Guys,
I deserve chocolate after today.
Puma said, guys, I'm looking for fantasy. I'm not trying to read about my own life. I avoid erotica.
Okay.
Puma with that big dick energy.
All right. So, do you like paranormal stuff? Like fae, werewolf, vampires, that kind of thing? Or are you more like a dragons, magic, folklore person? Because I got all kinds of stuff I can recommend to you. I also don't like YA stuff, like, because it's annoying to me.
What stuff?
The, like, young adult romances. Those
Oh.
super annoying. But it's like some 16-year-old girl who, like, except for the Vampire Academy. That one got me. I read the Vampire Academy in like 5 days.
Oh, Puma, you should read
Court Politics and Intrigue, baby.
you should read anything by John Grisham. It's like law and mystery.
The Mercedes Thompson series is my favorite book series. It's about this lady, she's a whole ass woman. And she was raised by the Marok, who was like the king of all the werewolves. Even though she's a coyote she's technically a shifter, but she's not. She's considered a skinwalker from Native American culture. So she's not technically a shifter. But she gets raised by the Marok, and then she goes to live like a regular human life when she's a teenager. And so basically it follows her and like all of the shit that she fucking gets into. Her name is Mercedes and she's a Volkswagen mechanic.
Okay.
I highly recommend. Do not listen to the audiobook because the person who reads it sucks dick. And my favorite vampire, Stefan, she makes him sound Romanian. Like she gives him like the blah blah blah, I'm a vampire, and I'm like, he's from Italy. Like, what are you?
Well, I was about to ask, like, is she Romanian? But apparently not.
No. Stefan and Marcella come from Milan. Marcella is the queen of the vampires.
Of
She
course.
was excommunicated from Milan. Like, that's where they're from. So if he had any accent, that would be it.
I was about to attempt something, but I decided against it.
Okay.
Though I do fuck with Patty sometimes.
That would be quite loud during an audio.
What?
It's just super annoying. He said, I imagine that would be quite loud during an audio recording.
Oh yeah.
It's just annoying, like the way that she reads it. I don't like the way. I don't like the voices she gives them. And I never get past the part where she's talking to Stefan.
Yeah.
But the actual like books themselves are fucking great. And I think the first book they did make into a graphic novel. So that's cool. But I highly recommend. Highly recommend.
So, I sometimes mess with Patty, when like I say I'm gonna do like a Spanish accent, or like I'm gonna try to improve my Spanish accent, and then I bust out like stereotypical Italian, and like I even do like the hand gestures, and she just gives me this fucking look.
However, I will read Love if that ever comes out. I can give you some of those too.
What's Tusk Love?
It's from Critical Role.
Oh, okay.
Basically, anything by Carrie Arthur is like Tusk Love. Anything by Carrie Arthur. The Kitty Norville series, Riley Jensen series. Which okay, so I have like a very specific preference. I don't like my smut to not have a backstory. So like if I'm gonna read some like sexy ass book, then like it has to have actual substance to it. Otherwise, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. So
Bonsoir.
when I bonsoir.
This is a good time for me to join.
Yes, it is. We're talking about naughty stuff. So if I'm gonna read something like that, like it has to have an actual story, and I absolutely fucking hate like wimpy ass bitch female leads. So like unless she's like I can't. She's got to be like a strong ass bitch who's ready to fuck some shit up. Like me and some friends.
So Sophia just has to kick ass.
Fantasy Erotic Out Loud for fun one time in a Kermit voice. It was killer. Yeah, I bet. Have you seen the video of Gilbert Gottfried reading 50 Shades of Grey? Because if you haven't,
I have not.
that's something you should.
So,
it's pretty fun.
Kaz,
by the way, my internet's hellish.
It's just being a
Go on.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say, go on, Dance, because like I stopped for you.
I thought your internet cut out.
No, it's my impression of my internet.
I've
got so I've got Jonathan, I've got my internet, I've got Brian, and that's it. What's up?
So I was gonna say you missed me.
My internet might just yeah.
You missed me reciting most of the periodic table.
Yeah.
PR cable?
Periodic table. It's Puma. It's fucking.
Oh, periodic table. How did that go? Or off by heart, or that's some nerdy ass shit right there.
I have to for class.
With you anymore.
See, I have to memorize it for a quiz. That way, I get more than 8 points on it. Oh, yeah. I was gonna ask Beth. I was gonna ask Beth if she can change something about Cosmodes Jones, but World Anvil is being a bitch. So.
I don't.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna say no. You can't. It's I have all rights to it.
No,
yeah.
You got.
But yeah, my internet's been spotty, so I actually have to cancel my stream.
Oh no! Do you want me to write?
In all fairness, as a halfling, it was gonna be the Fable one, so like.
Oh.
So yeah, I can't do it. I mean, like if we want to do an art one, I could do that. Like if you are happy to run it.
Of course.
That was louder than I'd like it to be.
If you want to run it.
Dab. But I haven't got anything. Actually, I do. I've got this one commission, and like I'm trying to draw like a monk, but I can't. I don't know what their clothes are like. And I got to draw a plague doctor mask. How the fuck am I gonna do that?
Look one up. They're pretty straightforward.
Thanks. Yeah, but like, in my style, because
Ah,
it's the eyes main. That's the bit I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that.
just make
I
them.
mean, I could maybe draw the eyes and then like add a rib around them.
Yeah.
X, just big X's.
Honestly,
Oh God, I could do that with the ghost character.
that might not be the worst idea. It might be fun, actually.
I like that. My inner goddess from Puma.
It's because we were talking about when Gilbert Godfrey
Men
wrote
writing
Fifty
women.
Shades.
Oh. I got
So,
you.
Listening to him fucking scream.
so,
I need
so
a moment of
Cass,
this later.
what do you think? What did you think of Andrew's idea for that one cover?
I really liked it. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, no, it sounds really good, actually.
And I was like reading every next sentence.
You
And,
have.
I was thinking like when I was gonna actually start sketching it. You have read all of Drizzt?
I have no idea what that is.
I assume that's to Beth or
All of Dritz.
oh my god.
Oh, fucking what is his name? The Dresden Files is a really good one too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm. Bruh, I'm telling you, if you need fucking recommendations, I'm your girl. Like, when my husband went to back to the US for 2 weeks, I hella fucking potatoed, and I read like 11 books, I think, the whole like in the 2 weeks that he was gone, or like the first week he was gone.
Well, that's some nerdy shit right there.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it was a lot.
But it be
But-
like that sometimes.
Yeah, I really do though. I don't want to go that way.
Beth,
I thought it said bruh. he just said that.
Beth reads book when hubby is away at war.
Reads all books.
Beth reads books all the time, regardless of who is home. It just so happened that he couldn't tell me not to read them. I didn't have anything else
Does he
to
tell
do.
you not to read them?
Well,
No, like he's not gonna
Or
tell
did
me.
I just
It's just like if I like one of the days I stayed up until 7 a.m. because it's not like he was there to tell me I should go to fucking sleep.
yeah. Well, why else would you need to read smut?
See, again though, like my smut has to have a backstory, and if it doesn't, then like I don't want it. So
Yeah,
that's really only
you're
accurate.
classy like that.
I am. It annoys the shit out of me if it doesn't have a fucking solid plot line. That's why I fucking hate Twilight. I hate it. I hate love triangles.
So,
Not gonna. I mean, like I enjoyed watching Twilight when I watched it.
so I'll be straight up. I've read one before that
Sometimes.
literally made me cry.
I read a one.
Smart or like Twilight?
I have never read Twilight, and I'd rather never read it.
Good, don't. It's fucking awful.
But yeah, no, I
I
read
heard the books are really bad.
an adult story that
An erotic fantasy novel.
it wasn't
Well,
fantasy actually.
You don't have to be ashamed.
Well,
They don't have to be fantasy. They can be temporary. Contemporary. You read an erotic novel. It's okay. You can tell us.
it was fictional.
Thanks, Puma. Bye.
Bye, Puma. I assume so.
Bye, Puma.
But it was very emotional towards the end,
I mean, sometimes they are though.
and
Sometimes they be like that. That's what I mean. I might have to have a storyline. Like the Riley Jensen series, I fucking loved so much. And like there's a fuck ton of like sex scenes and shit and smut and all kinds of other, it's a fucking clusterfuck. But it's so fucking good, and like the story is so good.
yeah, no, there's like a love triangle thing going on, and towards the end, the main character had to choose between two people who were about to die. Like that he loved both of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
When did he let die?
I don't know how to describe
They
them.
chose themselves.
Like in
They
the way
chose
that
themselves.
Was it the one that you wanted to die?
well, you don't want either of them to die because they're both good people. But it was the one like you didn't expect him to be with.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess like them die, like the person dying wasn't expected, but the person he chose, like when you got to that situation, it was expected. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but legit, like I started crying a little. I'm like, I go up to the living room. I'm like, Patty, I read something. I read something that made me really sad. And she's like, what was it? Like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Bruh, no, I feel that shit so hard. Like there are some books that I remember I think it was on your stream, Kaz. We were talking about it when I read The Fault in Our Stars. I was literally sitting in the back of my fucking astronomy class, like bawling my fucking eyeballs out, trying to pretend like I was paying attention.
Brian said,
I was not paying attention.
Baby.
Oh, I was losing my shit.
Brian, you missed me reciting the majority of the periodic table from memory.
Yeah, it was kind of impressive.
Thank you.
Mm.
Also, I learned that you're a liar, Brian.
You just now learned that he's a liar?
Dr. Zoll said you never told him to fail me. So you've been caught red-handed.
What if he's lying to you just to make you feel better?
Dr. Zoll? Then Dr. Zoll's a liar. Either way.
They're both like...
Wait, how could they both be liars in this situation?
I mean, you don't.
Like, generally they could be, but
Easily.
in this specific situation, one of them has to be lying. Outside of the situation, I don't give a shit.
Really with this. No, they can both lie during this situation.
How? One says he told him, one says he didn't.
Okay, so no, okay, Brian could be lying because Brian said that he told
actually,
all.
No, maybe you're right. Yeah.
Well, I'm just talking about Dr. Zoll. I haven't talked to all of my other professors about it.
That's what I'm saying. So they could both be liars because Brian could have told Dr. Zoll that would make Dr. Zoll a liar, and then Brian could have also not told all of your other teachers that would make him a liar.
See, like right now, I'm just going on the assumption that he talked with Dr. Zoll, and all the other professors I'm not calculating into this. Does that make sense?
That's your fatal error.
So yes, you are correct, but no, I don't care about the rest. Because I only have two professors. One of them failed to fail me, despite his best efforts.
This is super off topic. Did any of you guys ever watch Bear in the Big Blue House?
No, never heard of it.
No?
I wasn't awake when it was on, but when it came on, I would just when it was finishing, I'd just catch the credits.
Do you know what he looks like?
On Sundays,
right?
I believe.
The guy from Bear in the Big Blue House, you know what he looks like.
Yet again, never heard.
The vet, yes.
It's like fucking Dodger. Like, tell me he doesn't look just like Tim.
He doesn't look just like him. Your screen went black.
Donovan, please.
Like, I fucking love that picture. It's so cute. Patrick asked me for a picture of Dodger, and I'm like, I have many. You should be more specific.
I have many pictures
Any specific one you feeling? What mood do you want from him?
My dog only has really one mood, and that's sleepy.
Oh, he meant in front of the Christmas tree.
Just like you.
Yeah.
Just like you, John.
Super cute.
I like that one.
Dude, I was so
I'm a draw. I
tired in
wanted to
class.
draw.
Like, legit, I wanted to go to sleep in class earlier. But there's only like 10 people in the room, and so, like, I didn't want to be. Like, it would have been super obvious.
I first see my French class once.
That's nice.
I fucking listened to your story, and that's like I'm trying to be
Well,
relatable with
I
you,
was
and here you are. Like,
listening to
oh, that's nice.
You didn't continue your story. You just stopped at
But
that.
that was literally it. Like, there's nowhere else to go from there.
I didn't. What else did you want me to say? Like, oh man, Kaz, that's super interesting.
And my man just comes. I'm just saying.
I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've
I'm
ever
just saying,
actually
Dan.
slept in class.
I used to in high school all the time.
There you go. That's how you finish it.
There you go.
I've done it twice. My history teacher was trying to give me a detention, but like I was pretending to sleep while she was there trying to give it to me, and so like I felt really bad so because like she was new, so she was doing her best to control cats. Like I was just being a dick, and then she would end up becoming my aunt,
Well,
Okay.
not by blood, but like just by like she became my aunt through marriage. Not like first aunt or anything, but like she's still in the family tree now.
That's interesting. Very.
I swear to.
No, I was trying to be genuine.
You sounded the most. I've never heard you sound more condescending.
never.
That's probably top 5 condescending.
Really. Only top 5?
Alright, now you're just prying too hard. Yeah, top 5. Like that's me saying like there's. Like, I can't categorize all of them, but like there's 5 at least in the top.
So, Beth, what are you making?
The Ugly Halibut.
Why is the Oh,
What?
what? Sorry.
She's making the Ugly Halibut.
Like she sounded like she said something in German.
No, that's
Oh.
what the.
It didn't sound like
tag's
English to me.
You're not one to talk, guys.
Oh, okay.
called. If anyone sounds more
Yeah, but like
English than I hear, it's Kaz. What do you
Come on,
mean?
now, Dan. I have all the right.
Yeah, right.
Oh, big
man that lived in-
famous.
Oh shit. Oh, you got big follows. Can I sort that out?
You're not a
I just-
moderator?
I know what to do. Was it 2?
I don't have it up, so.
Oh, 2 of them.
I mean, you can do it on your phone.
Don't worry, they're gone. Oh! Fucking A,
Is
Kaz.
another one?
You're so close to getting banned.
I was gonna do when like all of them were like when the second one came in. I was like, oh shit, you better not put me in timeout.
It's gonna help when you
Yeah,
time
you-
out.
I had to get rid of the link. It was the easiest way.
I mean, no one's gonna click on it, so like you were safe.
You never know. You only need one
Yeah.
person to be like, oh, I want big follows, and then their life is
You
ruined.
Follow.
One
Singular.
idiot is all you need.
Exactly. Rules exist because one person was a fucking idiot.
It just be that way sometimes. How am I gonna do yours? Okay, I'll do it
It's
like this.
It's kind of like you go to work at like a new place, and they have this weird ass rules like, don't eat the paint thinner or something. And you're like, why is that a
No.
rule?
Like,
Because someone
Because
did
if you
it.
look at Brian over there. Yeah.
Like, rules exist because people do stupid things.
Yeah, I mean, I know what rules I've done.
I hope
I
so.
mean, I've led to many rules being formed.
That's not something to brag about.
That's my claim to fame there. I will all I like. Okay, I like that. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. This is really wispy. I like that.
So, for anyone watching, something relevant, the Ugly Halibut is a tavern in our latest adventure, West Kenza Sea, Daughter of Ambacca, which is currently in production.
Hey, baby.
What?
Hmm.
What do
Sound
you?
like an infomercial.
If you click now, you can get 2 copies for the price of 1. But wait, there's more.
Get big
Oh,
follows.
Yeah, buy
For an
now.
extra $2.
Yeah, buy now, and you can get big follows and 2 copies of our
I
adventure.
mean, like,
A $20 deal for only 10.
you should have.
$9.99.
You're right. They'll get more clicks, of course. People will be like, $10? Not on my life. $9.99? Now you're talking. Like, I get it,
Honestly, though.
but I really wish everything was just rounded to like the dollar mark.
Really?
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Oh, also, that place I ordered ramen from last night. I ordered some chow mein, and
Hmm.
that was much better.
Yeah.
I was surprised at how big the portions were. Ain't relevant, but I'm just
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
conversation.
Patty got
Also,
chicken
I used to
yesterday.
watch the infomercials when I was a kid.
Why?
Why
Oh, we
not?
were talking about Chick-fil-A yesterday as well.
Yeah,
Oh, also about with
it's okay, I guess.
watching the infomercials.
I don't think I like what.
Then change it.
Okay.
Don, you can't just fucking say that.
What? She said, I don't like the
That's a
way
very
this
Dr.
looks.
Hibbert laugh, I think.
Thanks for understanding that.
It was a reasonable response to what she said.
I mean, yes, but also no.
I don't understand.
Like she,
Well, he became a
you
robot.
wouldn't though, would you, Don? You
You know, I didn't
Did
hear
I?
most of what you said because you went robotic.
Oh, sweet. It's my second Don impression. Sorry, you're not a robot, Don.
Depending who you ask. Patty got mad at me earlier. She's
Nah,
like, at least I have emotions. I'm not a fucking emotionless ass. I'm like, okay.
Oh, what did you do?
I mean, she was wrong. She was meant to say morals, but
I was complaining about the mask, and she's like, I don't get why you get so mad at everything. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then she said something, and I was like, at least I don't cry about everything. She's like, at least I'm not a emotionless ass.
Oh God, how you do this?
What? She started it.
you can't say that.
Like, I don't know what
I mean,
it is.
Don, like even if she started it, Don, like you would go out of your way to get the last move.
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
your point?
Wrong.
I mean, you my man would just ban me if, like I say any wrong thing, and then if I do it
No.
again, then he's got to ban me again.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna get mad at you.
That's a lie. That's what somebody who's about to get
No,
mad at you
you're
said.
like. I mean, like you won't even like not even out of like madness or any like annoyance or anything. It's just on principle. The fact that I could do it to you, you were like, oh no, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. You're like my brother's like that as well. Actually, it's like if you hit him, and then no, if he hits you and then you hit him back to say, because you hit me, he's like, oh nah, and then he'll hit me again. Like, are you fucking serious? There's no need.
I mean,
Even it out. No. As a man of science, I thought you'd understand.
no, I understand. Colin's like, ah ha 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 ha. I don't know to
I
what
like your little inverted
exactly.
laugh.
I don't know what that was in reference to though.
Probably to me saying, "What are we?"
Me just calling you
Oh, I actually forgot. I didn't realize you could actually remove timeout.
See, I told you.
Dude, I can't click on your name anymore until that's normally how I time out people or ban them. And so like I was like, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, like when you first see the mod menu, it's like looking into the fucking Ark of the
Abyss.
Covenant. Is that what it is from? Is it the Ark of the Covenant from? No, it's,
Final Contest
what is it
Authority
from?
often.
Indiana Jones. Well, it's religious.
Yeah,
But
no, I was trying to. Is it?
it's Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay. Oh, look, because I've never seen it, but like I know of that one scene, so I was hoping I got the reference right.
Yeah, so in Raiders of the Lost Ark, they open the Ark of the Covenant, and Indiana Jones is like, close your eyes, don't open them. And everyone
And then he
gets
puts
like,
it in your mouth. What?
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
And then many people died from like their face melting or some shit.
Yeah, I've seen that. I like that. That's so cool. Let's do some. Right, I'm just gonna send this to see.
Oh yeah, but Colin, I don't have a
That's
problem with you
fucking cool.
untime outing Kaz. I just literally had no idea how to do it.
I can't believe this, Don. You've been doing this for how long, and Colin is able to do that.
Well, Colin's a mod. It's like his
Yeah,
job.
but like,
Maybe if you hadn't timed him out in the first place.
yeah.
Maybe
Nah, this is it's so good. I feel like I'm.
well, that's like I only timed him out to get rid of that link because it was the easiest way to do it.
I'm pretty sure you can like just like if you can just like delete the message.
See, I don't know like the easiest way for me to do anything is to click on someone's name and either click ban or timeout. Like legit. Anything else requires me to change like what mode I'm in or something. So you change the orientation, Beth? Okay. Yeah, no, I realize that I'm not the nicest person. Yeah. But like I'm not like the worst person. I know that much at least.
Okay.
Yep. That's all I had to say apparently.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna put.
Can you guys hear me?
We can now.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Oh, was it not working?
Okay, maybe. Ah, sweet.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Mine says fuck. Like yeah, it was like for a while I was saying something. I was like making comments, but then like
Oh,
it
but it
wouldn't
just like, didn't.
pass. So
Gotcha.
I'll be quiet for a hot second. I'll be right back.
Okay. So Beth, what were you gonna say about the tavern?
So I think I'm gonna do like this area here open.
Okay. Like some outside seating.
No, like a double staircase right here over the bar.
Okay.
And then this is all rooms back here. Like on the upper level.
Yeah.
And then the basement, this is like the opium den.
Okay.
Or the lotus den is the basement.
Okay.
So if you go downstairs through the back, like you'll have to go into like this whole back room right here will be like a suite, right? On the first floor.
Yeah.
But there'll be like a staircase down here. that takes you downstairs.
Okay.
And so you have to get access not only to the room, but like to the stairs.
Yeah.
And then once you do that, you go downstairs.
Yeah.
And I think so you come down this way. This will all be open. And then this back wall over here is going to be rooms.
Okay.
Like rooms.
Yeah. So, I just about to announce this. We're getting ready to plan, like, we're getting close to doing our Gift of the Web playthrough, at least playtest. Probably Friday, right?
Excited.
I was like, is my audio broken? No one's responding.
No, it's okay.
But yeah, and so
Hey,
if you're interested in playing and you're not a part of our Discord, you should join the Discord, and then you could play if you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It-
Can
it-
come
are
hang out
you
with
running
us.
it like a West March? That's what West
From
March.
what I've been told, yes.
Marshes.
They say someone has to go,
Cool.
they can go, and then someone can
Yeah.
jump in if need be. So
That's
we
cool.
have characters already made, so you don't have to worry about that. We have wonderful Kaka, an Aarakocra druid, Circle of the Stars. We have Lava Boy, a Genasi sorcerer of Aberrant Mind. Phil, the Gnome Barbarian, Path of Wild Magic. Polenta Guerrieri, or however you pronounce that, Dragonborn Artificer Alchemist, and
Well, maybe that's why Mappy was a dragonborn.
perhaps. And then we have Tharok Destiny Strike something something because it cuts off the Oak of Glory Paladin Goliath. Exciting stuff. I think my proudest one is Phil because he's like he tried to be a wizard but he was so bad at it that he became a barbarian. Just out of pure anger.
That's how it happens sometimes.
Yup.
Yeah. I feel I could imagine that being the case for me.
Yeah. No, it's like he has his own little backstory. Tried to be a wizard, but every time he tried to cast a spell, it just wouldn't do what he wanted, which made him angry. And so, in reality, he's basically a wizard, but he can't cast spells like he wants, and so that's why he's wild magic.
Best one.
Yeah. I don't
My
remember.
favorite character. It's an
I don't
angel.
remember a lot about the others, to be honest. Like just looking at this, I remember like Lava Boy being named, but I have no clue why people are the way they are. Like fucking Kaka here, like what the fuck?
No, that's to me.
It's like,
I vibe with Kaka.
yeah, no, they're all like super memey characters, to be honest.
I assume like when with Phil, I expected that like to be like just a pure reference to Homeboy Phil.
Oh no, this is before Phil.
Oh.
No, I
propose.
We might reference Phil when we make like a little cooking thing. What I think would be actually really interesting is we introduce like essentially magical food by like cooking with
Yeah.
certain like
Yeah.
certain monster ingredients like
Yeah.
griffin eggs or something. They you can use that to craft potions or like a certain food, which would impair like a certain effect. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I actually really like that idea. Good job, Donovan. Thanks, Johnny.
You boys out here losing.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I like that. I've been wanting to do stuff like with food. Like I can't be bothered. I'm just way too fucking lazy. Like there's like some like I wanted to write bestiary for my players, and if he read all of it, he'd have access to like the monster stat blocks if he ever needed them, or like if he ever wanted to take a look. But now he wouldn't need to metagame because he did that anyway. Well, he did for a while until I told him like, yo, don't. But then like I stopped at like halfway through. I'm like, this is a lot of work.
Yes, I am busy complimenting myself, Brian.
He was saying himself he did a good job for coming up with an idea.
Yeah.
Well, basically, like, because there's already a D&D cookbook out there,
Yeah.
which I have been told by Beth and Brian. Well, what if we take that idea and modify it to actually like be something you can do in the game that imparts a benefit.
I always have like a player in my group that's a chef, like for the party. There's I mean that's like just us thing. Like I made it its own proficiency stat as well. Like our chef.
Yeah, and and we can include Phil in that because he knows some good recipes. We can take a real life recipe, modify it with a monster ingredient, kind of like in that D&D cookbook, and then like define like what you could do with it. Like, oh, if you cook with like sea dragon meat or something, you can get like water breathing for a bit. Something like that.
Bonsoir, Colin.
Bonsoir.
Oh,
Howdy.
As my internet just dropped just then. Hello. I heard him say hello. I heard you say hello, Doctor. Or Doc. I feel like Doctor doesn't roll off my tongue very nicely.
it's only if you say it, Dr. Colin. Like you have to say the full thing. Otherwise, it's Doctor.
It just ain't right. Yeah.
Doctor by itself just is like.
Guess what? I don't have COVID.
Oh,
Hey! Yeah.
no, just your tonsils are fucked to hell.
Yeah, but I've had that before.
Mm.
Sucks, but I'll get over it.
Yeah, no, that's good that you don't have corona. We're all happy for you.
Oh, thank you.
So where are you up to now?
Working on stuff and working. Now I have a little break until another orientation meeting in an hour and a half. No. In 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
What map are you working on?
The Ugly Halibut.
Oh, nice. I'm excited about this one.
I know. That's why we need you here, Colin, because you're gonna have to tell me when it's too much. My too much gene.
Well, I have a very interesting idea what the Ugly Halibut is. Donnie, have you been to Austin, Texas?
yeah,
I have.
Have you been to like those there's like several restaurants and bars along Lake Travis where it has multiple deck platforms, like patio seating is like expansive, it's just huge.
So I was a child when I last went to Austin.
So what you're saying is I need to do a roof, like
A
a
roof?
like an
Or like
open roof deck.
like it doesn't have to have a roof, but it should have a big patio because it's at the top of that kind of ascending. Port Zareth has that ascending like cliff face that goes towards the jungle.
Oh, so
And
basically make it like a split level.
it could be split level. It just has to have a big patio, probably opposite the entrance of the tavern, that overlooks that kind of overlooks the bay, the port.
The back.
Yeah, so you walk in, there's a normal tavern area, but then you keep going out the back, and there's a bit like just a pretty big for it doesn't have to be huge, but like big for normal. Most patios would be pretty small, hold a couple table and chairs. This would be like it would hold a significant amount of tables and chairs. Maybe you can have just have fun with it. That's what I envision. It doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah, so right now I have the back, so like this goes out about 15, 20 feet. I can extend it all the way out.
The gravelish looking thing, is that what you're saying is the back? Yeah. It's I
And
think it
I can have the patio extended back to like here, so it would be like a full 20 feet. And then on the second level, I can pull the back like I can make it like a porch seating area, like outside, and pull that over it a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe even have the roof of the second floor be a little bit backed off from the roof on the bottom floor and make the bigger patio seating on the second. Does that make sense? So like if this is your whole bottom.
So not counting the underground Lotus Den, it has 3 floors.
Correct. And that, I mean, it doesn't have to. But is that what you were saying? Were you saying it? Okay.
So this is the bottom floor. This room right here is going to be one like big room, and you have to get into this room, you have to pass guards, and then once you're in here, there's a staircase that goes down. It's like there's people in here, like it's like a party, they're milling around, and then I think I'll make it 2 rooms. So like this room will be like the party room, and then there'll be like another fake wall back here. And if you're invited into this part, then you can go downstairs into the Lotus Den.
Into the real party room.
Yeah, it's the real party room. Alright, so if we do that, then let's oops. I'm gonna go ahead and extend this bad boy. So how's your new job going, Colin?
It's good. I haven't been into the building yet. But that's just the nature of it. Hopefully by Friday, if all my all my tonsillitis type symptoms clear up by Friday, I'll go in then. But I have access to everything I need. I'm basically at this part of my position or work. I'm doing a lot of literature review, so I'm reading a lot of papers to get an idea about what I want to do for my project.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like you got it all the way figured out.
Yeah, I'll be good. I got to meet with my boss Monday, and so he'll tell me if I'm doing enough or not enough, or if I'm wrong or right, or all sorts of stuff.
Well, congrats on the new job, though, still.
Thank you.
No. If I could, I'll just give it a cake, but can't.
There's other stuff around town that I'm having to, I need to get my driver's license renewed, and California DMVs have you can schedule like a couple weeks out, or you can go wait in line all day. Maybe not though where I am. I don't know. I'm gonna look right now. Actually, I think they have a live thing on what the line looks like. Did Donnie lay down? Or did he leave?
Most likely. I thought like he had to go do something. I'll be right back for a hot sec.
I have no comment.
He is laying down.
I can't believe him. I'll be right back.
Should we just turn off cameras then?
I mean, I can sit back up if you want. I have a dog on my chest though. Yeah. I'm tired. Just straight up. Like, I know I'm always tired, but like, got up, went straight to class, and then an hour later, like an hour after class started, I'm here streaming. Or class ended, I mean.
I got up at 9:30, worked for 7 hours, came home, ate Popeyes, and then hopped on stream with you guys. So I don't want to hear it.
Okay. Fine.
It is almost 9 o'clock here. Okay.
Okay.
Done.
Maybe I will. I'll win. You and your broken ass back.
That doesn't mean that I don't know how to fight other ways.
What are you gonna do? Sit on me?
Okay.
Oh boy.
Maybe I will, Don. You're what, 5'6"? Maybe?
5'8".
Uh-huh. So 5'7".
5'8".
Yeah, I'm 5'9". Take you down.
Okay.
5'11".
Okay, Colin. So if this is the ground floor,
Mhm.
and then the top goes up, or do you want it to cover more than that of the patio?
I don't know. I can't see your mouse. Can I?
Yeah, it's the yellow dot.
Okay.
It's just this tiny little dot.
So where's the front door?
It's gonna be on the other side.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I'd have it go another like 10 feet over the bottom floor.
I wonder if I can fix that. Hang on a second.
Oh,
Because it should show you my... It should show you before text and image. They're like... I don't know, it's weird that it doesn't show you my mouse. Because it does on other stuff, right?
oh, I could see it. Are you streaming from your PC though?
Yeah. Well, no, it's from his. But my mouse is giant. Like it's a giant fucking... It's literally the size of one of these squares. So like you should be able to see it.
Well, I saw the yellow dot before.
Yeah, but the yellow dot is just the dot that it uses to show me where I am. Is there not like a screen share settings?
Hmm.
Curious, sir, and curious, sir.
Indeed.
Serendipitously. Is
Yeah.
that a word?
It is now.
Well, she does that. Curious,
Yeah.
that dog.
Serendipitously. Yeah.
I'll
The
just...
occurrence of development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way.
Is that
Okay, I
easier
guess
if I
yeah, that's right.
have the lines up? Is that easier
Yeah.
to see where I am?
Oh, fucking hell. You good?
Apologies. I'll try to remember to mute myself.
Nah, sometimes it catches up on you like that.
Okay, if it's easier for you to see it that way, that's fine. Okay, so guess like back down. So this area here is this is the ground floor, and like this is the patio. And then if we go up, then it sticks out like here. There's still 10 feet of open patio. And then if I go up one more level.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that.
You don't like
Sorry,
it?
I'm telling myself.
So then
I like it.
compare festival. Okay, so then this one would be like half-ish, maybe?
Oh.
So this is the third floor.
The basement.
No, the top up third.
Oh. Well,
What did you think? What did you think third meant?
Well, third like bottom. I understood.
Yeah.
The other one is like here. So maybe like the same. Do we want the second floor patio covered completely?
Covering the first floor floor back area.
The third floor. Does the third floor also have a patio, or is the third floor completely a patio?
No, I would. So I was thinking that the big patio would be on the main floor. Okay, here's an idea though. Check this out. But remember,
So-
this is what I'm seeing is like it be the patio kind of extending off of this top part of this cliff face. So there could be nothing underneath it, you know, or it could be like there could be a house roof kind of the nearest thing beneath it. But here's a cool idea. Here's something. So what if in the basement floor there's a secret patio that you can only see from the outside, because and you can hear people talking. Like if you're on the main patio, you can hear people talking below you, but you can't see them. And it's like, you know, it's this Lotus Den is actually really nice and has a little patio area to get some fresh air. And
like it's like a glass bottom that like is over the fucking cliff, so you can lose your shit.
Yeah.
Bad trip, stare down the fucking glass.
Yeah. Yeah. Gives you a little adrenaline rush.
Okay. All right. So we're doing that. That means we gotta change some shit. So that means the front can stay the way it is. That means we're gonna have to make a cliff face right here. All right, hang on. So that means change this to
Stop digging. That's good. So Colin. Yeah. So this is probably the third time I said this. I resetted the entire periodic table that I need to learn earlier.
You just got to flex on everyone.
Yeah, but that's cool and impressive. You can tell people that you memorize the periodic table of elements, but you know what I do when I'm researching and I need to know information about an element on the periodic table of elements?
Google it.
I Google or I look it up.
I look it up.
It's
Also-
not critically relevant information to retain.
Well, yeah, just for this quiz, I have to know the symbols for like 72 of the elements or something. 73.
Mhm.
The only ones I don't have to know are the F orbitals and the not effects because it's not hard. It's not hard, honestly. But
Like those yeah. I can guess which ones you probably don't need to know.
that bottom row, except for francium and radium.
So like Einsteinium,
Oh, hey Phil.
Americanium.
I don't need to
Is
know.
that Einsteinium?
Right.
There's Californium as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I mean, once you get towards the end of the periodic table of elements, these are modern people naming them.
Yeah.
So
Which is
Oh no, I
great.
get that. I just like was surprised. But
it's no
also-
more Latin derivation or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Yeah.
It's pure. It's just pure people. Oh, hey Phil and B.
Yeah, I see that.
Bonsoir, Phil and B.
Hey there.
Bon nuit.
How are you guys doing today? But
Look at Dawn being so nice.
so
Oh, I like it.
our quiz next week is literally just a blank periodic table.
Mhm.
Turnips
You have to like.
with sausages. I don't know how I feel about that though. Turnips too.
Nah, I mean I've never turned it before, but sounds pretty lit.
I mean, it's one of those I would have to see it to believe it, like if it's good or not. But
Dawn's just always out
Stump.
here trying to food corn Phil.
Turnip stump. So you can have potato stump and turnip stump.
how
Is that
about
right?
how about stump?
Stump.
Stump.
Oh wow.
See,
College is very different from when I'm guessing college.
she's a
Very
physics
different.
major, I believe.
Oh well, that makes sense then.
But at my school it started last week on Wednesday. And so this is my second day of a couple of my classes because they're Tuesday, Thursday.
Yes, Beth. This looks cool.
You're looking.
You've gotten
Technical
my
theater.
idea now.
Yes, sorry, B. It's technical theater.
Okay, so this is the first floor. But we want a patio that extends out past this, yeah?
So potato soup is called
Wait.
puree, and then
We don't want it part of the building though, right? We want it like a deck
Yeah, do
essentially.
you have like a deck? Like if you have like long plank wood type texture.
and a different color. Yeah.
Different color.
So
So-
we don't want it to be connected to the building and then if it fucking falls off and then take the whole building with it.
so
Totes.
potato soup is called puree, and when you add a vegetable, it becomes soup. Okay. I really do need to like put that on my grocery list, like the ingredients for soup. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, Colin, I figured out what I'm going to measure for my class.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I almost said something.
You can't do that, Beth. That's rude.
Sorry.
Well,
It's
you
only rude
can't
if
use
it
that
wasn't going to
because
be a
it's
good
not allowed to
measurement.
have expected outcomes.
I don't get the what's so funny there, Beth, but
Don't worry about it.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like,
Exactly. So
expected
don't worry about it.
Do
expected
you want to
out.
gross everyone out?
I'm
Right.
ready.
Sure.
You should measure the volume of urine every time you pee.
So I
What?
already
He's like, I already.
found
Trahar said he doesn't have a microscope.
I
Have you
wasn't
ever seen a
suggesting you
microscope?
measure
Like,
yours. This is weird conversation, guys.
so
sorry,
what
we can
bye.
Bye, Phil.
So if I ever
Yeah,
get to
after
finish
this
this up,
conversation, I kind of want to take a shower too, Phil. I get you.
so I'm gonna measure I'm gonna record the particulates in the air based on the weather report.
Okay.
PM 2.5 is what it
Yeah.
listed as.
Okay. Do you know what the scale of that is?
0 to 50 is what it shows, and it's recorded
No.
to the first decimal place.
But is it micrometer or nanometer?
Oh, micrometer.
Yep. Good job.
Micrometer per meter cubed. Or microgram, sorry, per meter cubed.
How does it feel to be Dawned, Dawn? This is what it's like when you ask us questions to see if we know stuff.
Okay. It didn't bother me.
Okay.
Then again, I knew the answer, so
Mhm.
Do we want it to be a patterned?
Let's say.
I
That's
would
too close
say
to color.
it'd be very similar because, like, sure, it's like a nicer tavern in the place, but like, it's not like a high-end like gentleman's club or something, you know?
I mean, it is.
Yeah, but I
good.
think a Kenza Din would probably bring in way more income than a above board tavern.
Yeah, but if it looks like it's bringing in a
it-
shit ton of money, that's how you get the
Yeah. It's just supposed to look like a fancy tavern, like a fancy tavern inn.
I like that, Beth.
Yeah, so I think wood would definitely be like the choice. I just don't think
Wood.
like a tile or something would be proper.
Right. Yeah, I don't think tile's proper. I think it's good.
Okay, so
Wood
should I
is
change?
good.
Should I
Make it
change the
look
wood
like-
that's on the inside of the building then?
An elaborate pattern, maybe.
Make it more attractive.
No, I think it's fine, but that's me, I guess.
I'm liking how this is going now.
Because I can change the wood on the inside to make it look more.
Wood on the inside.
I think it's fine. Because like when making the tavern, it didn't start off like super successful, and I don't think they would take the time to replace the flooring unless it's broken.
I don't know though, because it is supposed to cater to like high-end clientele.
Well, the den part, the rest is just
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's supposed to still be like a high-end tavern.
Colin, how does the PDF describe it?
The tavern?
Yeah.
Let me bring it up.
Sorry.
It's just not what I was working on, but
Thanks,
yeah,
Colin.
I did. Yeah, always, Donnie.
Yeah, guess.
Sorry, I'm vibing.
As by Master Do.
It just be heavy. It's the same song.
Vibin'.
It's still the same song, but it's a vibe.
Okay, so these are 3 like fancy floor options
Wait,
for wood.
it's not described. Oh, here it is. Do you want me to read the blurb?
Yeah.
You find yourself patronage at the Ugly Halibut Tavern this evening. Not the worst bar in the port, yet retains the common theme of fishy smells and dirty tables. Located among the we can change this though. Like, I don't think I knew about the Kenza Din in the basement when I wrote this.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think it would be a high end though. Like in my opinion.
See,
That's
I'm
fine.
just thinking it's like
Well,
it's like a good high because
well,
and
well,
in
here's-
my eyeballs, it's like it's gonna be better taken care of because of the den beneath it, and also they want to attract like higher paying clientele.
See,
It's a port, like where like people come to do whatever. Like, yes, it's a pirate
mining
port.
port. That's the thing. It's a minor port with it also has like pirates and shit. It's not run by like a governor or something. You're also going on these. We're also.
Here's the question.
What?
Where would the money go, if not into improving the tavern?
Into people's
More
pockets.
I guess.
Whose?
The attic,
Is
the
it-
Fithari
Well, the owner is the Fithari owner. So actually, it makes more sense that the Fithari owner. Well, I mean, no. I mean, as long as we answer that question, it doesn't matter. We can make it not be. We can make it be run down as long as we haven't answered that question. Where does the Fithari owner put
I
the
don't
money?
think-
He can't. I mean, he's not just going to hold on to it.
Well, see, I don't think it'd be run down, but I don't think it would be like, you
Fancy.
you import, specially made wood, like prepared wood.
Right. Yeah. But still, let's think about the answer to that question. Where is the money going? Is he giving a lot of money to Poppy Janer? Is he giving a lot of money to random, who we know he's not giving it to Fithari.
Yeah. I think the money would go into the den section specifically.
Okay. Well, so you want to make the den super fancy?
Personally,
Like lush
You go
fabrics.
underneath and it's
That's
like
fine.
straight fucking
Lush
Red Room
fabrics
Opium
and
Den.
huge hookah type devices and
Mm,
hanging silks and all that.
yes.
yeah, so like the way I see it is that the tavern is a front to the den beneath, right?
Totally.
And so like you don't want the den to be like advertised. And so if someone goes into the tavern and be like, this is a normal fucking tavern, why does it look so opulent? Like where does that money come from?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I get it. I like that. Let me read the rest of this real quick.
Yeah.
Located among the highest tier of structures in the port, the tier just being location, the Ugly Halibut features an amazing view of the port and cove below. As the night progresses, the drinks are flowing, the tavern is lively, and then it talks about the band. So that's really all it talks about.
Yeah. I think it's the way I see it, the exterior would be a nice tavern, just not like, gentleman's club looking. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
He's also got to pay off some of the movers and shakers at the top or bottom of the police, as he, in quotation marks, Brian said. Yeah. I like to imagine just like someone like with a lot of money and shit, like walks into this like normal ass tavern, disappears into the back, and like but no one can prove what's going on back there without being a member. And it's like, oh, well, as far as they're concerned, they're going to the bathroom or something. Members only bathroom.
You ever done Lotus, man? You don't want none of this. This shit'll mess you up.
You ever Hoover sneef off a pirate's cutlass? I don't know what you're thinking of, Beth.
I was thinking it looks like balls, but
what you're doing?
that's what I was thinking.
Why not? Well, first of all,
Get that mind out of the gutter, Beth.
Yeah, you're incorrigible.
Is this the den? Is this the basement?
Yeah.
I like it. I like how
Yeah,
the mood,
yeah, I like it.
like the lights get.
Oh,
Give
so
it some. Yeah.
I think would be cool is if the light comes up or comes down from the tavern above through like grates or something, and then goes through like these glass panes. You can't. I don't think you could visualize that very well. Like,
I
I have an idea of what you could.
but
do
that's
you
my
have-
head canon.
Like maybe like you have put the light down, and then you have a great image over it, but have it. Can you make it like transparent? If that makes sense. So it like mimics the texture of the wood underneath. I don't know if you can do
What
that.
are we? What?
trying to
What
visualize.
are you asking me? No, I don't know what we're talking about.
So like Don like suggested having like the light coming from above through
Mhm.
grates and then hitting stained glass windows and then changing the color.
Or,
Yeah,
I'm not
like a
saying you
great
have to put
ultimate.
it in the map, but that's just like my head canon for like what it looks like.
I think like that would look hella cool if like it can be done. Like, can you add like a grate filter of it over the lighting? Maybe. I just see like all the cogs in Beth's head whirring.
So while her brain
I
operates,
can make it like patchy if that's what you mean. Like
Maybe.
so we've been going for over 2 hours now. Would you like to keep going?
what else? Kaz, did you cancel your stream for the night?
Yeah, I've cancelled it. My internet's just too spotty right now.
Is there music playing on your stream? There is, isn't there?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Is it
there's
too
no
I'll play
there's
my
no
own
music
music.
playing.
Oh, there is on mine, yeah.
Like I'm just vibing to my own stuff over here.
Like that?
No.
Okay.
So
Makes it look spotty,
imagine the tavern above. There's like floor gratings or something, right?
Yeah.
And the light from the tavern goes through those gratings into the den below. And that's what illuminates that down there. And by
Yeah, but
putting
candles.
what?
It could also have candles though, which are ambiance and decoration as well.
Yeah, I just like my headcanon better. I'm not saying we have to do it. That's how I like to imagine it. Don't worry about it, Beth.
It's not. There's just not really a way to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to put it in the thing. Do candles or whatever, like Colin said.
Like I can have the light come from the sides.
Another idea.
Like
Combining what Colin said. We have the candles, and then they have like something colored around them. Like a glass covering, and that changes the light to like whatever.
so if the grates
It's
are
little
like
candle shade.
along the wall, right? Because you wouldn't have a grate in the middle of the floor. Then I can set them up like this.
Yeah, just do whatever you want.
So that they're like in the walls. They're like coming from up above. Like that.
Yeah. Well, I
feel like I've fried your.
No, I mean if that is this like that this is the only way that I'd be able to do it is if the grates were like along the edge of the wall and the light came down from the edges, like down the walls, then yes. But not like
that's what I'm saying. Don't do it. Like
there's
it's a
no way
cool
to
idea, but it's hard to do within the context of this.
Yeah.
So I would do something that looks visually good.
Okay.
What's it doing that? Ah. You.
So what are you working on, Kaz?
I'm still working on those panels. I'm doing a commission for this one guy, and like I'm just waiting for him to get back to me.
Okay.
Like like I was telling Beth about it. It's like, so like there are two drow priests. One's a monk, one's a priestess, and one's meant to be a ghost. But like, the priestess is also pregnant. So like, there's like it's like a couple shot, but it's also like a ghost.
Okay.
I think it looks pretty. I'll drop it in the title. Or where do you want me to drop it?
Doesn't matter.
Dab.
If you want to share it with everyone, go ahead.
I don't mind. I mean, like I'll probably delete the moment like you guys see it, and
Then just put it in HR.
Link you might delete later, IDK.
yeah. when your internet's just so bad, it doesn't want to download the photo that you sent. Thanks.
Can you do like a single plank of wood that looks like a support on that bottom side, going into the cliff face, holding up the patio?
Like a beam?
Yeah, like a beam.
Yeah.
Solid.
You want it on the edges? Like going out diagonally or going underneath?
Yeah, going like a little bit of both. From this perspective, you might just see it kind of. It might go out a little diagonally. It's probably not, like Donnie says, it's probably like not exactly underneath. It might be a little, skew.
Hear me out, Beth.
Mhm.
Hear him out, damn it.
Poking out from underneath the balcony is a poison Komodo.
Why? I don't, Donnie. Usually when I hear you out, it's okay.
Yeah.
This one was a stretch.
It's a joke
A bit.
between Beth and I.
About your hidden Komodo dragon?
We're
Yeah.
not cool enough for this.
In Poppy's house, I believe, or the church.
Does he have a pet?
In Poppy's church, in the corner, is the head of like this little, like this weird ass Komodo dragon looking motherfucker with a purple head.
There is.
It's just right. Why are you guys
It's like
judging him?
right in the fucking corner. Like you wouldn't see it if you didn't like unless you just happened to look one day. Like you wouldn't see it otherwise.
I can't believe you guys are harassing this man for just having his own vibe.
And then Brian's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Because we're giving him work to do.
Not really. I mean, really, when you think about it, there's probably already a Komodo dragon stat block somewhere.
Yeah, and you just give it a purple head. Besides, I can't help that they're native to Loli. Okay.
I mean, technically.
Technically, we
It's just nature, cats. I can't control nature.
Why am I hating on nature? It just be that way, then.
Exactly.
I'm
It just be that.
surprised. I'm surprised we haven't heard anything about playtest. I thought that would blow up.
Yeah, I even said something about it earlier on stream.
I mean,
I can find people to play test. That wouldn't be a problem.
what we're talking about.
if you want to, you can drop it in my store.
Friday?
Like that.
Like that. Oh, I'm looking.
Or two more.
I'd even put it a little further out on the cliff face, a little bit more of an angle. Like I said, it's not going to be like. It's obviously not built professional.
So, Brian just he's perpetually needing new pairs of pants because he just got Excel 365.
Wait, aren't you a student?
Is that good?
I
Is it, I
believe it's the newest Excel, right?
I thought like 365 was like the standard though. Like I had 365.
I don't know what I have. Mine just says Excel.
If you got it through like the cloud system or whatever it's called, you got 365. So basically, Brian, how does it feel being outdated compared to me?
Yeah.
I have Excel 2008.
Oh yeah, you're also behind Jonathan. Shake my head.
That's just
You guys call yourself mathematicians.
Shifting to wolf. Bork.
Bonsoir, shifting to
Mork.
Mork.
Mork. Howdy, shifting to wolf.
Like that.
We're doing build shift.
Yeah. How about you? Yeah, more like that, Beth. Death. Totes.
Yeah. So Beth above me is making that map. Colin Dr. Colin is doing work.
I'm actually doing literature review right now, science
Yeah,
literature review.
he's doing nerdy shit. And then way down there with Kaz, he's just vibing.
Bonsoir. I'm actually working on the commission also. That
Yes.
do be a vibe, so.
Yeah, how are you, Shift?
How's your morning, your afternoon, or your evening going?
A little tired and scatterbrained.
Be like that.
Oh, dude, I totally get it.
I was just about to.
Like, I'm real tired, honestly. But they got annoyed with me when I went to lay down on the couch.
I can't believe it. You just said turn your slides and
You can turn your video off and lay down.
No.
Like, that was your
That
choice.
would be me. No, because then it would only be me, and that would make him upset.
No. I figured you wouldn't want to just be alone. Trying to do some homebrewing, but I'm stuck on my word.
I literally do a stream by myself all the time.
Okay, well, you're not by yourself.
That's even better.
Let us know if there's
I don't know.
anything particular shifting, if you have a thought or idea or sentence you're trying to get
Yeah,
down.
what kind of homebrew are you working on? We haven't read any today, so.
Ooh.
And on top of that, if you join our Discord, cough cough, you're more than welcome to bounce ideas off of people. We're also doing a playtest of our first adventure, cough. Thanks, guys.
No worries.
Where you could join us and play as one of our amazing characters, such as Ka or Polenta
I love the character. Gruyere. Polenta Gruyere.
I started a project that is running out of hand. I'm converting all. Oh, yeah, I remember you talked about that before.
I was gonna say, like, I thought, like,
Oh,
it was on Beth's stream this for often. That's cool. Like I was saying to Colin, I'm doing the Fable one as well. But
yo,
also,
Shift here, or Wolf, whatever you want to be called, just joined our Discord.
Hey.
Bonsoir.
It's a good group. I also recommend joining the Topoturtle Discord. That's where a lot of us have met and are from. And it's a community of creators. So there's even more artists, map makers, home brewers, miniature makers, miniature painters. Yeah. That Discord has everything.
Yeah, literally everyone.
Topoturtle.com and their Discord is highly recommended.
If you want, I can tag Eric in the Discord. Be like, yo, Eric, drop a link for us for the Discord.
Yeah, honestly.
Because like, I can get one. Oh shit! Actually, I'll let Eric.
Yeah, so right now, we're working on a tavern map called the Ugly Halibut. It's got drugs. Just utter silence.
Drugs.
Sorry, what?
It does have drugs. That is not incorrect.
I was just telling Wolf about our drug tavern.
No.
Where more crickets go off.
Drugs. Yeah.
Sorry,
drugs.
I'm over here trying to build stuff, okay?
Yeah, we're working, Donnie.
Things.
That's why you're here, is to fill the space.
I try filling the space and no one interacts with me.
Yeah, but filling the space doesn't mean ask us questions.
Oh my god. So anyway.
Kenza Lotus, we're creating a drug in our world.
Yes.
For multiple reasons. Drugs and crickets, yeah. Ooh. What if like a Fidari specialty is like a roasted cricket rolled up in a Kenza Lotus leaf?
Ugh, like a cigar.
Yeah, but you don't smoke it, you just eat it. But it's yummy.
But what if you do smoke it?
I mean,
that probably.
Look, the first time I ever saw my dad do any kind of marijuana, he literally ate a weed nugget. So like, people would be out here doing weird shit.
Well, I mean, actually, cocaine. There are people still in South America that'll use cocaine on a very, like, if you eat it instead of grinding it up, purifying and extracting and stuff like that. But the coca leaves, if you just chew on one, you just get a little numbing effect. You feel, it's kind of slightly relaxing. It's people have been ingesting drugs that in the modern market aren't normally ingested for plenty of time.
So, see, now I want to have like a Kenza Lotus cricket like combination that like they literally smoke.
So Donnie wants to do drugs now, is what I heard.
You know, like rice paper spring rolls.
Okay, not in real life.
We don't mind at all, man. That's why it's there.
No,
we don't mind.
Yeah, we don't mind at all.
Okay. Expanding on this, hear me out. In the islands around Kenza, there's a special species of cricket that eats Kenza lotus, and for some reason, the chemical active toxin doesn't affect them, but they will themselves be low. Maybe it collects in their pancreas or some shit.
Hear me out.
Them themselves, you find these crickets, and then you eat the cricket, you will get a kind of a concentrated edible dose of the drug.
Hear me out. Expanding on that. So you know how like there's the raw Kenza Lotus, but then like they refine it?
Right. They definitely refine it for the higher ups. It's gonna be like opiates. You can get opium and raw opium.
Refine it.
Using the crickets?
So okay, hang on. What about what about those
I like that actually.
Those like I would say it's like a monkey or some kind of lemur or something that like eats certain cocoa beans and then like the poop is used to make the coffee.
Oh, I know. Gosh, it's actually really good coffee. Pinion, right?
Sure.
I think it's pinion. Pinion nuts are digested, but pinion coffee is really good. I love pinion coffee.
I'll have to give it a go. I'll have to brew me a latte with one of those bad boys. It's actually a macca latte.
Donnie, I gotta say this idea is brilliant.
Or something like that. That's what Shifting said.
Oh.
Yeah.
Opinion. Maybe they're similar. But yeah. So here's the deal. There's several forms of Kenza lotus, right? There's raw. There's you can dry the leaves, roll it up, and smoke it. That's one of the more safer kind of conservative methods. People who don't want too much of an effect, just want to relax a little bit. That's their preferred mechanism. You can ingest it. Like, you kind of have to ingest a lot of it.
Sorry, maybe it's like chew on the leaves to like get rid of a headache. Like they use it for medicinal purposes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then I love this idea because normally they would use chemical process. In the modern world, you use chemical processes to extract and concentrate and all this. But some genius dwarf, I'm guessing dwarf. This will be the dwarf aspect. This is industrial dwarf. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but found these crickets here when they colonized, and so set up an operation where you have your Kenza plants or your lotus plants, and you put it in an enclosed space, and you introduce the crickets, and they eat it, and you keep and then you take the crickets, you grind them up into a powder and put them into like a strong alcohol, and that would be like a concentrated tincture of Kenza lotus.
It has to have its own name though, like
right,
Kenza brew or something, or lotus brew.
Lotus oil would kind of make sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, did you know that?
Or, real quick, lotus oil, technical name, street name like boom boom oil or crazy oil or some whatever the effects of it is, whatever the enhanced effects of the concentrated form is. It's like crack oil, like hash, crack. But
can we call it schneef?
It would be schneef. I think schneef should be like a powder.
Okay. Because I want someone.
Maybe schneef is the ground up grasshopper. So that's another form that you can get the drug, but it's not very popular because you also have ground up grass.
Yeah. Yeah, so Schneef is like someone catches these crickets and they just fucking munch on them.
Basically, it's taking out a middleman process. Schneef mean it's more expensive than like dried lotus cigars, but it's less expensive than the oil
Yeah, so
because it's not as refined and good.
it can be like
Wow.
in like Dwarven, like that Dwarven city or whatever. Like it's actually illegal to possess those crickets.
Yes. I mean, yes, it would make sense that there would be certain forms that would be more inappropriate than other forms. So I would guess all across Kenza cigars and cigarettes are probably fine. But as soon as you get into the schneef and the oil, then you've gone too far.
Yeah. Yeah, and so like the lotus is like a commodity, kind of like tobacco. But then
Yeah.
like, I guess if you
Hemp.
somehow,
It's very much like hemp.
yeah.
Like hemp is a form of like in parts of marijuana plants.
Oh,
It
it's
has
like,
a little bit of THC, but it's not enough to do anything.
yeah, it's my dog has these whatever treats.
Well,
CBD.
Yeah,
that's what I
Yeah.
use CBD every night.
I use it because I got the anxiety.
I'm pretty sure both of you actually suggested
Good
it to me a
call,
while
shifting.
back.
yeah,
Yeah, we can have like, and that can be part of a story too. Maybe one of the pirate ships has like a grow operation, like a growing cricket operation on the water.
just spot them with that infrared.
Yeah, right. Their energy consumption.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like fucking mobile drug lab.
Mm-hmm. We're getting real real Breaking Bad here.
Dude, this is what I love about like when we like come together and like an idea just clicks, just fucking blows up.
This is why this community is. This is why what we do is so unique. And I still will say 100%. I'm amazed no one's gotten upset or defensive about an idea. That's never happened. We've never had an argument over any of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you guys have when I wasn't there, but I haven't.
No, there hasn't
No.
been any problem since the Fedari were introduced.
Yeah, I think the only problem we've ever had was because, Don do what he want.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Out here, boss man kicking Kaz from servers, flexing those boss muzzles.
Or it could be a mysterious disease spreading in the slums. Some investigation DCs, perhaps even a few encounters with the underbelly of the city reveal that out of hunger, people started eating these crickets.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of Pam from Archer when she gets addicted to cocaine. She she literally just like they go to Colombia and she just eats coca leaves.
Yeah. Well, we're getting real complex, but that's definitely like we're hoping. I think that by putting this kind of information in there, a DM like yourself would be like, man, I'm really gonna make this a real thing. But I agree. I think me as a DM reading this kind of stuff in a book, I would then also create NPCs that have maybe problems or involvement in the different forms, everything like that. But yeah, definitely. I mean, the pirate heavy, right? Good way to get quick money is to get into the like become a mid-level dealer, right?
See, that's something we could actually do, and if we come back to Kenza, or if we want to do it in the Dwarven continent. We can basically do what he said. Have like that adventure be like a underground like thing.
Okay, see, I mean, you can talking about levels of detail. You know how like with meth, there's like meth teeth, cracked teeth, and meth mouth, and all these like physical features of people who are addicted to drugs. What if like cricket, like what's the like shell teeth, where people who are like so into that form have like cricket shells and stuff usually stuck in their teeth, and it dyes. Maybe it kind of turns them black.
Ooh,
They start
what if it's like
chirping.
what if it's like a
Bug tooth. Bug tooth.
what if the locusts are like a orangey what if they're like a red color? So what if it turns your teeth like a brick kind of gross red color?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
So I was going to say
Cool.
earlier, did you know that a lot of red dye is created from these like little bugs, little red bugs that are ground up?
Yellow dye is created from like onion skins.
But it's actually still used a lot today. Like the red M&Ms are colored with that.
It'd be like this.
Do you ever see that movie? It's got Chris Evans in it where they're on like a train. It's like the only
Polar?
thing that's
Not Polar. Snowpiercer.
I want to see that. Is it good?
It's
so nasty.
I don't like it. I didn't like it towards the end.
I love I love
like dystopian.
yeah, but also the main female actress from like Requiem for a Dream, Jennifer.
I don't remember her name.
I'm picturing her face, but I can't think of her name.
Mhm.
But I just like her as an actress. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, like it had cool action scenes, but I wasn't really a fan of how the story progressed.
Yeah, it got it's a little funky. And then at the end-
There's this TV show now about it.
So-
Yeah, it's about
Oh,
the like when the train started.
Mm.
So it's
Where-
originally a movie, but now there's a show.
Yeah, so the show's kind of like a prequel. So this is only minor spoilers.
Mm.
But prior to the events of the movie, there was a rebellion basically on the train.
Mhm.
Like years ago, etc., etc. I think I believe the show centers around that time period.
Cool.
But yeah, but in the movie, they're fed these nutrient bricks,
Ugh.
and when they get out of the car they're in, they find out that the nutrient bricks was ground up cockroaches.
So yeah, it's just basically a bunch of fucking bugs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
Nutritious.
Nasty.
I mean, it kept them alive.
I mean, barely.
Staying alive.
They weren't dead until, other shit happened, but
That's true.
Man, I can't see that.
but we got way off topic.
It'd be like that on the Turtle Guild stream.
It does. Sometimes we're never on topic.
Hey.
So, yeah, so the crickets. I think having one of our adventures be like a mystery kind of like detective kind of shit, like some noir.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I think that would be kind of cool. Investigating like the drug ring that is the lotus, like crickets, the lotus oil.
I agree.
So the question is, would I honestly think it'd be really cool to have it not be in Kenza.
I'm gonna be right
I'm
back.
gonna go make my lunch real quick, and I will be back.
Yo, Don, hear me out. That cowboy one? That
Yeah.
cowboy one is the noir one.
Though also sad death by cricket.
Yeah. We'll see. Like,
I can't fucking believe this.
no,
My only contribution to the entire.
I'm trying to think of how it would be done, because noir and cowboy don't exactly go together.
That's the genius of it, though. Like, exactly, no one thinks it can be done, and we're gonna do it.
How
I mean, like,
best to get
basically.
sense. Honest?
I'd say treat it like how you would a normal D&D thing, and then just literally it's just set dress in a cowboy, in like a western. That's all it is.
It's actually not a bad idea, Kev.
But of course, I know this done. That's why I suggested it.
No, the way I was thinking of it originally is you're like when I pictured noir, I was thinking like 19 whatever's detectives.
Yeah.
Right? And then you
Exactly,
said
that's-
cowboys, and I was like, how do you?
Like that's
Well,
like I mean like
once,
as a DM, I'm all about that. It's like
yeah,
I would what I would do is like I'd watch a movie or I'd see something like, oh, that's a cool theme. I'm gonna design a quest around that, and that's literally all my thought process. It doesn't matter about like if it's relevant or if it's how that genre that I'm like my setting space. Like it's mine's like purely high fantasy, light-hearted shit. I'll add a murder mystery. I've done it like 3 times, and every time it's been a slam dunk.
yeah.
So,
Well, I wasn't thinking murder mystery.
oh no, I know, but like I'm saying,
Okay.
that's like my example, like how I've like
Yeah.
cause like I guess like do they contrast? I don't know. Like I mean, cause like Western, it's like they were probably detectives. I mean, they're like the
Yeah.
sheriffs and shit. So like it makes like it's
Yeah.
not like completely out there.
No,
Oh
that's
my god, fucking noir samurais. Oh, that's a cool ass idea. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. I'm writing that shit down.
Go ahead. But yeah, but I think it'd just be really cool to have that the lotus oil like underbelly kind of thing going on somewhere that's not in Kenza to like really tie the world together.
Yeah, I like that. And like you'll have to reference you'll reference that rainy island off in the distance, and then eventually you'll go there, and then that's where your boy Cosmodius Jones is from.
Yeah, no, this is going
A rainy,
great.
cold, miserable place. Hey.
So
I'm gonna head up for a hot sec, and I'll be right back.
yeah. What do you think, Beth?
Before I head up, just phased out of existence for a hot sec.
Were you going to say something?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say how like this entire like I'll just watch Beth like as like I'm like listening to like us talk, and then like I'll just like her expressions give me life. Like I'll see like I remember like when we mentioned talking about the grades, and I was just watching it. Like, she's like, "What the fuck?" Like how like I could just see all the cogs whirring, and then some cogs getting stuck, but she was trying to make it work, and just like every little thing, just something that like just gave her more work to do, and you could just see just the tinge of annoyance. She wants to be working in kitchens, and that's all it is. That isn't me making a joke.
I want to be making this opium den look cushy and fucking bougie ass, and I'm over here trying to figure out wood flooring.
Just go back to the
Yeah,
I can't because it's got to be out of the ground. But it can't be on ground. If it's a bottom floor, then it's going to come out of the cliff face. And how am I going to do that? That is not structurally sound.
Some motherfucker raised my chair. I'm heading off now. I couldn't put it onto my desk, and I was like, what the fuck's wrong? Someone raised it without my knowledge. So I'm going to go kick my brother's ass, and I'll be right back.
Okay. So, Beth, what do you think of the cricket stuff?
Is it gross?
Okay. Awesome. So, what do you think of like the noir idea? At least just investigating a seedy underbelly.
I mean, live your life, my dudes. I'm here for it. Murder mystery up.
Yeah. I mean, there probably will be murder, just not like the focus. A lot of like mystery though, investigation, interrogation.
Yeah.
What else? And like, I think the cowboy, like putting it into that cowboy setting, would work in that. Basically it's the sheriffs and stuff that are investigating, maybe like a marshal if you want to go that route. And like
Ugh.
someone just has a cricket farm in the desert somewhere.
I think the only desert part would be Karmarth, although there is the quarry.
Well, I thought
bottom.
east of Trexia was kind of desert.
There's a quarry at the bottom of Lowlife.
Well, we're talking about like a whole nother setting.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about like an adventure in another location.
Okay.
Let
me look at.
Basically a way to tie the world together is, which I thought was like a good idea. Because imagine if you're like playing through the Turtle Guild. Oh, go ahead.
So Mount Lantwin, where the volcano is, could work.
Yeah.
Or the very like southern tip of Kenza. It's close-ish to.
Beth, we're not talking about doing this in the West Kenza Sea.
No, I know. I'm telling you, like, if you want it to be somewhere close.
No.
Oh, you don't want it anywhere close to Kenza.
No, because I want it to be like, because the whole, like, something we talked about before is the dwarves, you know, harvesting the lotus and sending it back to their empire or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I figured this, like, investigation idea could take place in that empire somewhere. And it would be a way to tie, like, our books together and, like, create a intricate, connected world.
Okay. I would say close, but not, like, ridiculously far away.
Yeah.
So, like, Karmarth, I think, is too far.
Well,
I don't know. Karmarth could be close if you go the other way.
Yeah, like, keep in mind, it's a sphere. Depending who you ask, I guess.
Yeah.
Some people might say it's a disc.
Yeah, so Karmarth is close. Athwix, I feel like, is too far. Like the very base of Calderan.
I think you're thinking too small scale.
Atrexia is really far away, though. How are you going to keep those things
Well, that's
alive?
where the Dwarven Empire is. You ship the harvested lotus back to, you know, Atrexia.
Are they alive?
The lotus? No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, that should be fine.
It's like tobacco. You don't fucking.
I'm like, if they're alive, you ain't having a bunch of fucking lotus on a ship that long.
Well, it's like it's not like when they ship tobacco like from the Americas to Britain. They're like, let me take this whole plant, put it in a pot, and this is how we're going to ship it.
Okay, so actually, it depends. Because if it was smuggled, so that it wasn't taxed, then they braided tobacco into rope. And they would literally just have coils of tobacco, like, laying all over the fucking deck and, like, all over the ship, looking like rope, but it was actually tobacco so that they could smuggle it.
Well, it still wasn't alive.
Well, no, it wasn't alive, but it was still, like, hidden in fucking plain sight.
Which is cool. I feel like in this case, if anything got smuggled, it would be the cricket.
Yeah.
And so I figured somewhere in Atrexia, since that's where the Dwarven Empire is, you could have like this, like in one of the big cities or something, this seedy underground with the lotus oil drug trade. That's what I was picturing, at least.
Yeah.
And that way, whenever we do an adventure with this like investigation theme or whatever, it's connected to a previous book. And that's one of the beauties of creating a world before the adventure, is we can think about how we can tie everything together over time.
Yeah.
So.
It makes sense, I guess.
Yep. Besides, I don't think Kenza and Lotus would grow well outside of Kenza. Like
no,
that.
I think that's the whole. Yeah, like it's supposed to be like the tropics.
Yeah. Whereas the rest of the place, like the rest of the world, I wouldn't define it as tropical. Maybe parts of Calderon, but that's kind of it.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I was just thinking about the investigation thing. See, I kind of want to do that next, but there's a lot of things I want to like do, but obviously we gotta pick a theme and go with it for next time. Because like the swamp idea, like with the hexes and curses and rituals and all that, that idea is also really good.
I think it could be cool. We just have to be careful with how we do it.
Yeah, obviously, voodoo is a real religion. I know you said that. But curses and stuff, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, like that works fine.
And so are rituals, because there are rituals in D&D.
Yeah, it's just if we do anything that's like supposed to be portraying like voodoo, that's where it's like.
Yeah, I have my own thoughts on that, but
I mean, like I'm sure there will be like people who are like, "Oh, okay, like I get it, it's voodoo, haha." But then if there happens to be like the one person who fucking reads it and is like, "Oh," like.
well, unless they start rioting outside my apartment, I'm not too
Well, I mean,
concerned.
it's just like a general respect thing because like paganism is a thing that people have like looked down on basically its entire existence. And in that aspect, like it just be like that right now. Like and so in any book or any like fantasy setting, if you like you'll see a pentagram and people automatically assume like, oh, they're doing like black magic and stuff. And I'm like, that's not what that meant. But like it just becomes so universal that like it's just like poorly portrayed. And I would hate to like knowingly do that to another religion. That's just like it's a me thing. If you guys decide you want to do it, like
I'm not saying we make fun of other religions.
no, I know.
It's just like there is like the whole when you see the one symbol like you associate with, like if I see a cross and like it's just like my mind will cross the religion and Christianity. I have no idea what you guys are talking about though. So like,
okay, so we're talking about the book that we want to do that is like about hexes and like curses and stuff.
Yeah.
And the like I don't want to associate it with voodoo in any way because voodoo and hoodoo are both real religions.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I like even though it's not like a super well-known religion, it is still somebody's religion. And like I have accepted that like pentagrams are always going to be like seen in a negative connotation, even though that is a part of my religion. Like I've accepted it. However, I wouldn't want to purposely do that to someone else's religion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I guess like you could research into like, I mean, like with like even like demonic symbolism and sigilism or whatever it's called. Like when I was creating a campaign around that, like I looked into like sigil design and like how they did that, so that I could like not copy, but like
Yeah.
make it recognizable, but not like offend or like step
Well,
on
see,
anything.
I'm not saying we like. That's the thing. Like what you said, like the pentagram is always associated with like a negative connotation.
Yeah.
Like using aspects from something, like just drawing like rich summoning circles or something. People can say is demonic or associated with like a certain religion, but just using like curses or like what's essentially a voodoo doll or something. Obviously not. Don't call it a voodoo doll, but
Yeah.
like that's a concept that can exist outside that religion.
Yeah. No, I mean, it can, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I want
Yeah,
to.
I mean, like, puppets are not like exclusively a voodoo thing. I just meant like we want to try to avoid making it seem like we pulled things from religions to like make our story better.
Yeah, I mean, there is a point though where you have to like accept that you pulled something from religion, simply because if your world has religion in it, then there's going to be overlap with real religions.
Right. And I
Like,
mean, like I said, that part is fine. It's for me, it's mostly the like I don't want to straight up be like, haha, it's a voodoo doll. Like
I'm not, and that's not what I'm saying.
yeah. And
All
that's
it's-
fine. As long as it's
yeah.
nothing like super on the fucking nose where it's like, wow, okay.
I'm
we're
not
just
talking
straight up
about
here.
like a witch doctor and like a wooden mask and grass skirt, come out with his maracas.
But see,
Not what
like
I'm saying.
like Colin's witch doctor was fine. Like that because
It was a
like
shaman.
yeah, because although it was a stereotype, no shaman I have ever met would get offended by that. They would look at it and be like, haha.
See, and that's the thing. Like, yo, Crash was fun. What?
Yeah, it looks like something from Crash Bandicoot. Like
Oh,
straight up, it looks like one of those fucking
yeah, like the tiki mask or something.
yeah.
Like, I get what you're saying. But yeah, but it's like that borrows from like real life stuff, and so like real cultures and stuff. And so like, as long as you're not um associating something as being like inherently bad or good, and then you're also not making fun of it, I think it's fine. And obviously, if you're not, like, we're not going to put Jesus in our books. Like,
Dang it.
there comes
Why can't we have Jesus throwing chanclas at people?
throwing what?
Dream.
Throwing what at people?
Chanclas?
It's
Chocolate?
shoes, right? No,
It's a sandal.
chunkers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chancla?
I didn't know that.
Tell me your wife's never thrown her flip flop at you?
No. And personally, I hate sandals and flip flops. Like,
Okay, well,
I-
maybe she doesn't. How about you, Don?
like she has a pair of flip flops, I think.
That's all I wear now in California.
Well, yeah, it's hot as shit there.
I hate them personally. Like an
I'm in
offense to
NoCal,
me.
so I mean, Northern California is not hot, but it's nice.
It's nice.
It's sandal weather for sure.
So, and we're so if you're calling Kaz, we were talking about like the swamp area and like rituals and curses, and then Beth brought up voodoo.
So, like I said, I think as long as it's done like tastefully, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Well,
With it.
would the answer be not to call it voodoo?
Well, yeah,
Yes,
we're
Even
not
though it
obviously.
is by description?
like we're not.
Yes, that
Well, it's kind of like if we have a cross, we're not going to call we're not going to put someone on and call it a crucifix. Like
Right.
there are like you can borrow from religions without like basically it being straight from that religion. Like just having gods themselves, some people could say is taking from real religion. Like having a pantheon, having gods represent certain things. Anyone could argue basically anything about it. So there has to be a certain point where, like I agree, there's a point where it's not okay, but there has to be a level where it doesn't matter.
That's fine.
Yeah. Like just because
Advancing agreed upon derogatory stereotypes is not what we're gonna do. But that's, I think, the limit. As long as you're not doing that, as long as you're not advancing an established negative stereotype.
Yeah.
Or creating a new one. I guess you can't create a new negative stereotype.
that would be interesting if we created
a
yeah.
I would low-key impressed with us, honestly.
Yeah, that would be some like real like influencer shit.
Really though. I would be impressed.
But
with it.
again, even if we did, it would be on a made up race of people or
Yeah.
creatures.
2021 goals. Fucking Bri.
It's too great. I'm fucking.
So, in forensic chemistry, my professor's talking about like instruments, reading like to a certain decimal point, and it read to like I don't know, 6 decimal points, like a scale, and he's like, it really shows like you can brag about how much money you spend on your scale based on like its accuracy. I just texted Patty like that's some big dick energy right there.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, Brian's like new ways to offend and oppress. Brian, you can't say that. Not in public.
Did he come in here? Come here, pumpkin. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here.
Anyways, we're now at 3 hours. Would you like to continue?
Come here.
Here's your better job.
Well,
I have to leave kind of soon.
Okay. Yeah, you have your orientation or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a teacher though.
Oh, okay. Give me a second.
And
Everyone's-
it pays $30,000 a year. So
What are the requirements?
I didn't look that far into it. But basically, you'd be doing shit that you already do for me.
All right, hang on.
Can you like?
Can I take it? No, I'm literally in the middle of something right
Well,
now.
this is more important.
No, I know.
It is. I am your husband. I always take priority.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't say I have to have a degree.
It's because you don't.
That's
really work on
progressing derogatory stereotypes.
the Oh, God. I gotta set this down. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just
My back is literally killing.
no. It says you have to have 4 years of educate. Oh, yeah, experience or a bachelor's degree. I don't have any of that stuff.
Why don't you have a bachelor's degree, huh?
Oh my God, I don't know. 'Cause you
Fucking
hate me.
loser. Did
Yep.
you read the other?
Yeah, it says 1 year of specialized experience, 4 years of school. I would have to prove that I have a year of specialized experience.
Yeah. How can you not prove that?
All right, I'll look at it after.
Quit your thing right now.
Oh my
and look
God,
at it now.
get away from me.
This is more important.
No, go away.
And I gotta work.
I didn't interrupt you when you do shit.
Yeah, you literally do all the fucking. I can't get a moment to myself in this house.
Professionalism at its greatest.
How much I'm taking the truck,
Okay, have fun.
motherfucker. I can't take bootstrap and open the door.
Yes, you can. It's do it like a raptor claw. I believe in you.
Like, grab the
He'll
door.
help. I wish you guys could see him using the cat.
Clever girl.
Or use your foot, I guess. That's cool. Duchess is gonna be like, hey. Okay, bye. Love, bye.
Okay then. So as I was saying, it's been 3 hours. Would you like to continue?
Yeah, it's up to you guys. Kaz, did you totally canceled your stream, right?
Okay, one sec.
I don't know.
Rip
I don't
Kaz.
know where. Yeah, I don't know where he went. Well,
And then
Colin's got a.
Colin's gotta leave.
So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm fine with being done for the day.
Okay. So thanks everyone for showing up.
Bye-bye.
Hi, thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.